Take a quick breather. We'll return with a lot more on the show, Campaign Uncensored.
That I want to say, inclusive, is that John Mahama can only be president for 4 years. But by the grace of God, Bawumia can be president for 8 years. Do we want it for 8 years or 4 years?
I've heard somebody say that 4 years, if somebody has 8 years, he'll be more responsible and accountable. And if somebody has 4 years, he will not be accountable. I mean, it's the most illogical statement I ever heard.
This election is a straight choice between two people, two Northerners. You have Dr. Bawumia and John Mahama. When we say we want to do something, they always say it is not possible. But it is possible.
You don't go saying, vote for me, and when I come, I will do this. You can do it now.
Mama Mistiano, Namin Chicano, Uncle Baby, I see a call.
The person himself says he's a driver's mate. He doesn't have a license yet. So he should work and get a license first. And then after he gets a license, he can come and we'll talk.
I have only been vice president. I have not yet been president. But I can tell you that as vice president, I've done more than John Mahama did as president.
You can fool all the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time.
It's as empty as an empty barrel. When we meet mano a mano.
You say you rationalize taxes. 5 months to an election, you can rationalize this, enough time to rationalize taxes.
I am looking forward to a debate with John Mahama.
How can you compare this useless government that has led Ghana into such crisis to the government of Kwame Nkrumah? Everywhere Ghanaians are, we're going to go there and send the message of NDC.
Well, it's some 45 days to election 2024. The various presidential candidates are very busy on the campaign trail, and what has become custom, whenever they make a stop at some constituency or a community, they like to engage the crowd. And I'm sure last week you saw Alan in the Ashanti region with the Afrafranto walk, King Yellow with the Yellow Army, talking yellow stuff, walking through the principal streets of Kumasi. Now, from some, this was expected because, I mean, after all, Alan is an Ashanti regional boy, you know. So what about when you decide to play ball in someone else's hometown, or when you play away? Well, we know the NDC presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama is also yet to tour the Ashanti region. But as I said, just like John the Baptist paved way for Jesus in the Bible, we've seen videos and images of Sami Jemfi in no mean place than Bantama. Now wait, let it settle. Do you know Bantama? Do you know where Bantama is? Asenso Boache's Bantama. Well, let's listen to what he said when he was in Bantama.
market? Why they see Tafo market? Why they see Asabase market? Why they hear Raji Park? Ashanti Regional Hospital. 500 bed away from work. Why they hear Ashanti Military Hospital. 250 bed. I want a 31 yeah. Why they do hospital go for me now? Why they do hospital go for the who? Why they do hospital go for the who? Why they do hospital go for the so when about you make your work support John Anna of the community PNC high schools Poly Edumie 12 I was at
So that's Sami Jemfi. He himself originally also from the Ashanti region. And so this was Sami Jemfi in Bantama. And this, don't be confused, this is not an MPP gathering. It's an NDC gathering with this number in Bantama. That is the MPP's master vault inside its World Bank. And yes, Asensu watches Bantama. That's where Sami Jemfi went to do this. But Dr. Bawumia says, okay, what NDC can do in the Ashanti region, Dr. Digitalization, I can do better in the voter region. So this one is not e-attendance, it is not e-rally, e-happy.
Boy! Wow. Is this a catching off? Is this a catching off? Is this a catching off? Wow! Clap for yourselves. This is massive. This is massive.
I told you. Dr. Bawumia cannot believe Akatino of all places. And then the MPP, the elephant makes its way to Akatino, and then all the umbrellas have gone to bed. Dr. Bawumia says, this is massive. You people, you have overdone it. And he's also been trying to woo the Volta region. You know, he says one thing. When it comes to development in the Volta region, you can't trust any other party. But the elephant is the winning symbol.
Identified, about 102 districts which did not have hospitals, and regions, some of the new regions which also did not have hospitals. So we put it all together and we needed to build 111 hospitals, and the president agreed, and we went into this program. And most of the Agenda 111 hospitals are over 70% complete. We are going to commission a few this year, but we'll commission the rest next year by the grace of God. And so we will have, state-of-the-art hospitals across most of Ghana. And I can assure you, Togbega, that we will not let the Peking government hospital collapse. We will integrate it with the Agenda 111 hospital. Because, and it will not be unique to Peking, because, there can be some specialty sector that the Karen government hospital could offer to support the Agenda 111 hospital. So I think it will be a mistake if we just say, no, we don't need it. We need it. And there's a good infrastructure. If we rehabilitate it, it can just work with the Agenda 111 hospital. And I think we can do that.
But you see the numbers. The NDC says, be lie. Dr. Bawumia, these people that you have brought, these people that are showing up, they are not MPP people. It is not organic. And that the MPP is actually inducing people with 5,500,000 Ghana cedis each. Hey! 5 million T-shirts come for the rally. That's what the NDC is alleging. Well, you think it's me. It's not me. No. I don't have evidence to that effect. But listen to the Keta MP, Kwame Jujoli Gakpe, yesterday on Star Today. Listen to him.
I'm challenging everyone today. They should mention the project they have done. I'm challenging even Keta and Anglo Inclin. I dare them. They should tell me the project for 8 years. Even the Keta port, nothing is happening. See defense, nothing. Go and see the town roads in Keta, very deplorable. Meanwhile, Keta was once the capital of Volta region. We are not being treated well. We are treated with disdain. So as for Bawumia, those are high crowd. They give T-shirts to people, give them 500 Ghana.
You are saying they don't have organic support base?
No, they don't have organic support base. It's just a high artificial, just to pretend.
Wait, you said they give them how much?
500 Ghana cedis
per head.
Per head, and then they give you T-shirt. I have evidence is right now. I can give to you. And then the people who are coming out that they have taken the money, they are wearing the t-shirt, but they are not going to vote for them. NDC all the way. I can tell you on authority, this year, voter regime operation 95%. I'm saying it on authority. There is no way. It's a no-go zone for MPP. It won't happen.
Abi, you heard? He has said it. I'm not the one who said it. He says that the crowd that Dr. Bawumia is pulling in the Volta region is not organic. But then we ask the question, Kwame Gakpe Jujoli, Fika wo evidence ale. Where is your evidence? He says, Kodjo, relax. This is the evidence.
Number 8. Mahama Akue, Ameko de Omega Mula. What a kind of feeling? What a king Suda. You need to allow the Omako Ghana, Tamina, to our Ghana. Number 8. Automatically, everything will win. Number 8.
I mean, what is that? Efokomla is wearing Dr. Bawumia shirt and he's saying, Enyi, number 8. Number 8 is Dr. Bawumia at number 8. Don't be doing that thing. And that is the evidence that Kwame Gakpe Jujoli is talking about. That these people were bashed. And this guy also said that clearly, I mean, if you don't wear the shirt, they won't give you anything. So you have to look for the shirt, wear the Bawumia shirt, and take your money. Then you can join them and say, hey, Bawumia. But when you leave the rally, you come and say, number 8, Enyi, Rakavoton, what is that? Well, this is what is happening. And this is what... Are you surprised? Me, I'm not surprised. It's political year. Things like this are bound to happen. But do these campaign numbers mean anything at all? Well, can we read any meaning to them saying, oh, Dr. Bawumia says, well, as it stands now, Volta region has fallen to him. Let's engage political marketing strategist, Dr. Bernard Tutu Boahen. Doc, thank you so much for your time on Campaign Uncensored. But does the size of a crowd play any role whatsoever in a party's political fortunes? Hello, Doc, can you hear me? Well, we need to work the lines to get a clearer connection to Dr. Tutu Boahen on this development. I mean, the political parties say, well, they're pulling crowd, Sami Jemfi in the Ashanti region, the stronghold of the NPP, but the NDC is pulling numbers there. Dr. Bawumia says, chia, look at what I'm doing in the Volta region. It has never been recorded in that region. NPP is showing some proper foothold in the Volta region. And then the allegations of, oh, forget them, you passed them to the Volta region. These people, you paid them to come. They have refuted the allegations, though, but that's the evidence we see there. But let's try one more time, see if we can get Dr. Tutu Boahen. Doc, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Fantastic. Welcome to Campaign Uncensored. Now let's look at the crowd that political parties pull in various areas. Does the size of the crowd have anything to do with regards to the fortunes of the party?
All right, so good evening to listeners and viewers as well. I think that the crowd has essence, actually representing the mandate of political parties to be able to mobilize and contest or compete in an election. So once you are able to pull the crowd in terms of your rally, then it suggests that yes, you have the numbers behind, but there are other exigencies which probably affect the effect of crowd and your political performance or the political performance of a candidate or a party. What it means is that there may be some external factors which can influence that kind of relationship. For instance, in Ghana, we know that yes, some people will bath audience or support base from certain constituencies
into other constituencies whenever they are holding their rally. Probably to suggest, to the cameras that we have the numbers, behind us. In that case, the effect of crowd on your political performance, may not really give a representation as it is supposed to be. The second issue here is issues about money. Let me say economic factors. There may be people who will come to your rally because definitely they know that some goodies are going to be shared. They are going to benefit economically.
Okay.
And so what it means is that they come there not because they are coming to support you, but they are coming there because probably they are hungry, probably they need some money into their pocket, or even, they may want to have some t-shirts, to put up.
Right.
So these things are going to probably affect, the crowd, the set of crowd on your political performance.
But Doc, does it really matter whether the crowd is organic or bashed? I mean, the political party needs to send a message. Does it really matter?
Yeah, so as I'm saying, the message may come. What it means is that you probably will get the effect that people will create the perception that you have the crowd behind you. People will create the perception that you probably are likely to win. But the question is it a reality?
Okay.
So, in order not to deceive ourselves and not to probably, digress the argument as it is, I think that you should move into a contest, with your base.
Okay.
Not just blinding people that you have the crowd behind you, while the crowd are there for certain things.
Very well. Doc, thank you so much for your time this evening. We appreciate your time. Dr. Bernard Tutu Boahen telling us more about the numbers game and, of course, the messages that political parties need to send with the various crowds. But it's quite clear. You can send a message, but are the people really there because they like you? Well, but what really are the sentiments on the ground? We'll go over to the Volta region where Dr. Mamudu Bawumia is, because Musa Lansa, my colleague here, he's been with the Vice President and the MPP flag bearer for the last 3 days, where Dr. Bawumia has been pulling crowds in the Volta region. Mind you, the NDC has declared an operation 95% for John Dramani Mahama. So the question I ask is that these people who are found at the rally, do they constitute the 5%? Or, because Dr. Bawumia himself was surprised. Well, let's go to Musa Lansa from the Volta region. Musa, thank you. Where exactly are you and what's been happening so far?
Well, Joshua, we are currently at the Akachi College of Education. We started off this morning in the Ketu North constituency, where the flag bearer met with stakeholders and various groups in the Ketu North constituency at the Georgia Penny Senior High School. From there, we went to the Ketu South constituency, and now we are in the Akachi South constituency, where he's engaging with traditional rulers, the clergy, and other groups here in the Akachi South constituency, Joshua.
And the turnout we have seen have been very impressive in terms of numbers. But really, the question is, were these people bashed there, or these are really supporters and lovers of Dr. Bawumia and the MPP?
Well, I've not seen buses that would suggest that people were bused to the various rally grounds. These are people we came to meet from the various communities in the area. And so it's difficult to tell whether they were bused into the area, because you are not seeing buses around, but people from within town. And when you are coming in, the communities are divided. You find people doing the change sound sign, and others are also doing the number one sign. So it's very difficult to tell whether people were bused here or not, because, as I said, There are no buses. Mostly when you go for such rallies, you find buses and other things showing clearly that people were bussed into those areas. But going into most of these areas, it's difficult to see those buses. And I've been trying to speak to Anthony Kodjo. He's a campaign aide to the flag bearer, and he's been with the flag bearer from 2008 till now. So they've been to the Volta region countless times. So I want to find out from him, is he surprised with the numbers that are coming in, Joshua? So he's here with me. Tony, you have been with the flag bearer from 2008. Volta region is a place you've been coming. From the past and now, the numbers you're seeing, are you surprised as a team?
Well, if I compare what is happening now to what happened in 2008 and in 2012 and in 2016 and in 2020, I am really shocked. I'm very shocked about what is happening. And it is very clear that the MPP is beginning to knock through the hearts and minds of the people of the Volta region. And I believe very strongly also that it is the candidate, the choice of candidate we have picked. You know, because in time past, what used to happen in this part of the country was a campaign by our opponents that our party, the MPP, is an Akan party. Our party doesn't like Voltarians. Our party will never allow any minority or anybody from the Volta region to lead. And that has been the campaign that has been waged. We are currently in Akachi North. This is my mother's hometown. And so I know exactly what is happening in this area and what has been happening in this region for the last 2 decades. And you can testify to what is happening. What is currently happening is that there are some tectonic movements, political tectonic movements in the Volta region that are clearly to our advantage. Also because the NDC has dominated this region, has dominated the politics of this region, and has delivered very little to the people. I mean, free SHS, for instance, is one of the reasons why you find thousands and more people coming out, because they see that these are practical, life-changing policies of the New Patriotic Party under President Akufo-Addo that has benefited the people, that has benefited young people of this region.
Now, with all this you are mentioning, still, the MP for Keita says you're paying people 500 cedis and giving them T-shirts to be part of it. And even he has some videos he shared with us that these people are saying that they were given money and you have to wear the T-shirt before they give. What's your response to this?
I mean, we were in the Volta region a couple of months back in Ho. Market women were chasing our vehicles for T-shirts. This went viral on your network. So what has changed? So for the MP, he is simply shocked with the fact that people that he thought he had caged, or people in his constituency that he thought have been caged, and they could use as cannon fodder for their political purposes, all of a sudden have broken loose out of their chains and are beginning to see the MPP differently, and they can see that there is a certain future for them with the New Patriotic Party. I think we should completely ignore this completely uninformed position by the Member of Parliament for making those comments. I think it's quite an insult to the people of this region to suggest that they need to be enticed with T-shirts and money before they show up for the New Patriotic Party. That clearly tells me it's a very insulting comment to come from a Member of Parliament like that. I've been in Parliament. I will not say a thing like this about my people. And I feel that he owes the people of the Volta region a complete withdrawal and apology for insulting their intelligence, that they cannot decipher between the MPP and the NDC, or between President John Mahama and the incoming President Mahmoud Bawumia, and to decide which of the two personalities. They have actually seen Mahama in government. They've seen Mahama in government. What can Mahama point out in the Volta region as one of his achievements? They cannot. And so I think the MPP has a good chance, will make a good dent on the support base of the NDC in this region.
All right. So, Joshua, that's Anthony Kodjo responding to the Keita MP on the accusation that people were being paid 500 cedis and given T-shirts to come out to support the flag bearer of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Musa, when are you coming? I'm waiting for you.
We are wrapping up the last constituencies tomorrow and then returning to Accra and then later doing the OT region. Joshua.
Fantastic. Musa Alansa there in the Volta region with Dr. Digitalization, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the man who is sweeping the Volta region front, left, center, and back. Well, hey, right now, time is up. Well, we need to go. But of course, that's why we are your shortest 30 minutes every day, right here on a Campaign Uncensored on GHOne television. I am Joshua Kodjo Mensah. Same time tomorrow on the same network. Let the conversation continue on social media, on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube at GHOne television. We bow out now. Have a wonderful evening.